You feel it, don't you? That subtle, persistent hum of anxiety just beneath the surface of your daily life. Every 2 weeks, that paycheck lands in your account, and for a brief moment, there's a sense of relief, perhaps even accomplishment. But then, almost immediately, the race begins. The direct debits, the credit card payments, the mortgage, the rent, the groceries, the subscriptions. Before you know it, sometimes within days, that hard-earned money has vanished. For every $100 you earn, it can feel like 90 are already earmarked, not by your choice, but by an invisible current pulling it away. It's a slow, silent erosion of your future options, happening right now, every single day. And here's the paradox. You did everything you were told. You studied hard, got a good job, maybe even climbed the corporate ladder. You earn more than your parents did, perhaps significantly more. You've worked harder, been more compliant, more productive. Yet despite all that, you feel stuck. The finish line keeps moving. The harder you run, the faster the treadmill seems to go. You're not necessarily suffering, but you're certainly not free. What if I told you this isn't a personal failing? What if I told you there's a hidden system, an ancient, structural, and deeply intentional mechanism at play that most schools never teach? I call it the velocity trap. And once you understand it, once you truly see it, your perception of money, work, and freedom will be permanently altered. The mainstream explanation tells us it's about budgeting better, cutting out lattes, or simply earning more. And while personal discipline is always valuable, these explanations are incomplete. They address the symptoms, not the root cause. They focus on the leaves, while the roots of the system are pulling you deeper into its current. This isn't about blame or villains or political ideologies. It's about understanding a fundamental economic mechanism that shapes our lives. The core mechanism of the velocity trap is deceptively simple. The faster money moves through your hands, the less of it you truly own, and the more control you cede to the system. Think of it like a river. If you're standing in a fast-flowing current, it's incredibly difficult to pull water out of your current and keep it in your bucket. The river just sweeps it away. Our modern economy is designed to maximize the velocity of money, to keep it flowing, to keep it moving from your employer, through your hands, and into the hands of others as quickly as possible. Let's look at a realistic case study. Meet Sarah. Sarah is a dedicated marketing manager, earning a respectable $70,000 a year. Every 2 weeks, her paycheck hits. She pays her rent, her car loan, her student loan, buys groceries, covers her subscriptions, maybe a dinner out. By the time her next paycheck arrives, her checking account is almost back to zero. She works 40+ hours a week, sees the money, pays the bills, and then it's gone. Not saved, not invested, just gone. Sarah isn't poor, she's just a highly efficient conduit for money, moving it from her employer to various creditors and merchants with very little stopping in her own wealth reservoir. The damage isn't immediately felt because the system is brilliant at psychological masking. It provides comfort, convenience, and a sense of progress. That new car, the nice apartment, the latest smartphone. These are the immediate rewards that mask the underlying erosion of your optionality. The true cost isn't felt today, but 5, 10, 20 years down the line, when you realize how little you've accumulated, how dependent you still are on that next paycheck. And because everyone around you is doing it, it feels normal. And that normalization is the most insidious part. This creates a reinforcing loop. The more you participate in this high-velocity flow, the more your lifestyle adapts to it. Higher income often means higher expenses, not higher savings. You become dependent on that constant arrival of money, not because you're irresponsible, but because your entire financial structure is built on its continuous flow. The choice to take a sabbatical, change careers, or even just work less diminishes with each passing year. You lose optionality, not necessarily because you're suffering, but because you're trapped in the current. And this isn't just for Sarah. Consider Mark, a successful surgeon earning $300,000 a year. He lives in a larger house, drives a luxury car, and sends his kids to private school. His expenses scale with his income. The velocity of his money is just as high, if not higher, than Sarah's. He's just moving larger sums faster. The belief that I just need more money is a powerful illusion. The amount of money doesn't matter as much as the speed at which it passes through your hands. So, who benefits structurally? The system benefits those who are positioned to capture a percentage of that velocity. Banks, lenders, large corporations, real estate developers, investment firms. They thrive on the constant movement of money, on its rapid exchange, not its accumulation in individual hands. It's not a conspiracy, it's simply how the incentives are structured within a consumer-driven, debt-fueled economy. If you felt this trap, if you recognize yourself in these scenarios, please understand this is not a personal failing. You are not bad with money. You are simply operating within a system designed to keep money in motion, a system that benefits from your participation. Recognizing the velocity trap isn't a sign of weakness, it's a profound act of intelligence. Here is the unforgettable truth. The system wants your money to move. Your freedom depends on its stillness. You cannot dismantle the global financial system. You cannot stop money from moving, but you absolutely can reposition yourself within it. You can change your relationship with the flow. Here's a simple framework for navigating the velocity trap better. First, slow the flow. Prioritize saving and investing before expenses. Create friction points for money leaving your account quickly. Automate transfers to savings and investment accounts the moment your paycheck hits. Make it harder for money to leave you quickly. Second, build reservoirs. Focus on accumulating assets that generate income or appreciate in value, rather than just consuming. These are your personal dams holding back the current. Think investments, real estate, skills that generate passive income. And third, measure inertia, not velocity. Stop obsessing over your income alone. Start tracking your net worth, the total value of your assets minus your liabilities. Measure your true measure of optionality. And finally, buy time, not things. Before every significant purchase, ask yourself, does this increase or decrease my future optionality? Does it buy me more time, or does it demand more of my time to pay for it? You stand at a crossroads. You can continue to be a highly affiliated conduit of money, allowing the current to dictate your future. Or you can begin the quiet, deliberate work of building your own financial dam, creating reservoirs of wealth that grant you true optionality. The choice is yours. This is just the beginning of understanding. No urgency, no hype, just a quiet invitation to see things differently.